Are mushrooms animals, plants, or something else entirely? Keep watching to find out. There exist 6 kingdoms: the Animalia, which is made up of different animals, Plantea, which is made up of different plants, Protista, which makes amoebas, slime molds, and others, Eubacteria, which has true bacteria found in most environments, Archaebacteria, which has ancient single-celled prokaryotes living in extreme environments. And lastly, we have fungi, which has yeast, molds, and mushrooms. Mushrooms reproduce in a way similar to plants, which is by spreading spores, and those spores grow into mycelia with a process known as germination. And then those mycelia grow into hyphaenote, then primordia, and lastly new mushrooms, and then the process repeats all over again. Their genetic structure is more similar to animals than plants. It is made of chitin, the same material the bug's exoskeleton is made of. They also can't produce their own food and instead absorb organic matter for food, and because of that they are heterotrophs. They also have enzymes that can break almost anything, be it animal carcasses, dead plants, or rocks. That's why they are called nature's recyclers. They clean up nature and make it so that there isn't any natural trash in nature. They break down those materials and make oxygen, phosphorus, carbon, and nitrogen to use as food. Some can also make food for humans like bread, beer, wine, and cheese. Let's now look at the structure of the mushroom. First is the above ground fruiting body, which is made up of cap or pilus, the top part of the mushroom. It comes in various shapes and protects the spore producing structures underneath from the wind and sun. Gills or lamellae, thin blade like structures radiating outward from the stalk. They produce and release microscopic reproductive spores. Some mushrooms have pores or spines instead of gills. Next is stem or stipe. It is the stalk or stem that supports the cap and elevates it to allow spores to easily disperse in the wind. Next, annulus or ring, a ring of tissue circling the upper stem. It is the leftover remnant of the protective partial veil that covered the gills while the mushroom was young. The last part of the upper body is vulva, a cup-like structure found at the base of the stem on many mushrooms, like the Amanita family. It is the remnant of the universal veil that covered the entire immature mushroom. Next is the underground substrate structure, which is made up of mycelium, the main body of the organism, consisting of a vast interconnected network of thread-like cells called hyphae. Similar to plant roots, the mycelium spreads through soil or decaying matter to absorb water and nutrients. Lastly, let's look at some different types of mushrooms. First we have the deadcap Amanita phalloides. It is the world's most poisonous mushroom, responsible for roughly 90% of all fatal mushroom poisonings globally. Consuming as little as half of a single cap contains enough heat-stable toxin to kill an adult human. Next is Morales moracella species, famous for their honeycomb-like caps, nutty flavor, and unmistakable meaty texture. They are highly coveted by foragers and chefs, often demanding premium prices. Most famous type of mushroom is probably the white button and portobello, Agaricus bisporus, most commonly used for cooking. White buttons are the youngest, while mature versions with deep earthy flavors are sold as portobellos. And lastly, we have the Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, or more commonly known as the zombie ant fungus. This type of mushroom is found in warm, humid environments like the tropical rainforests. It attaches its spores to carpenter ants, but can also attach to other similar species of ants, and its effects having various degrees, depending on the species. After it attaches itself to ants' body, it breaks through their exoskeleton with enzymes and mechanical pressure. Inside, spores grow into a mushroom and release chemicals that affect the ant's behavior. The ant starts acting like it's being controlled, and after the mushroom grows enough, the ant goes on top of a leaf and grabs the leaf as hard as it can and stays there while the mushroom uses it as a food source. The mushroom spreads spores and starts the whole process again, infecting other ants and colonies and killing them. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.